are up there. Are these like separate beaches where they're not the other parts of the beach? There's Port St. Charles up there, so they're one. I got it. So is this, what is this, David's beach? And that's all along the beach? Yeah, right on the beach. But this is the beach. The waves are a little lively up here, but up here, that beach. Well, all these schools are being back, so for us, yeah. That's easy to do. Stop looking for it. Stop looking for it. My eyes is like, can't do that. What's something that I do? Where you go? Oh, someone needs to help me. Okay, first of all, that's where they're at. Because that is like you said,
Good morning to our EMC family. Welcome to a lovely docile Saturday. And we are at the beautiful 𝗂𝗍𝗄𝗏 Pier this morning, getting ready to walk through the historic Speightstown. And it's gonna maybe a little history, but if no history, tons of love. Tons and tons of love. So it's a beautiful clear day. I understand YouTube's copyright, but I'm so missing starting with my music. So good morning to everybody who is on. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being present. So as we look to the north, let's say our serenity prayer. God, grant to us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not mine, be done. Amen. So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 𝗂𝗍𝗄𝗏 this morning. Still in much repair. Out with all our docile walkers and some guests. And Nicholas has promised me that he'll do the introductions this morning of the lovely couple who came all the way from England to join us this morning.
I challenge you on their names.
I cannot
How
remember.
come you cannot remember? Come on.
And I am entitled this morning because I'm so tired.
No, there's no excuses for that, Nicole. You don't remember anything.
Yes, I do.
It's Patricia and... Can you not remember? I
Seriously.
shame on you, Mike.
Seriously.
I'm not giving you more. I'll give you 50%.
He can't give you more because he
Can't
doesn't know.
remember. That's what I was thinking too. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So go over and introduce them, and that'll be lovely.
Okay.
My
So,
name, so feel comfortable.
ladies, good morning. So we have Southie Spice and Cruising Spice with us. Good morning.
And it may not say it, but this is
There's a
Handsome
warrior's
Spice.
hair.
Handsome Spice.
God, he's handsome, isn't he?
Again, I'm so sorry. As early in the morning, we've had a break in transmission. We're now back to regular scheduled programming.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
So, morning to Switch Spice. Good morning, Patricia and Switch Spice. We're live now this morning. We're live already. And we have 𝗁𝗍𝗄𝗏 Spice and Neil. So Neil and Patricia are the beautiful couple who joined us this morning. We promise to behave good. It will not happen. It will not happen. So look at that beautiful. Oh my. All right, Patricia and Anthony. Sorry about that. This is when you trust the Bajan warrior. He messes me up every single time. But look at that sky this morning. Isn't that fantastic?
Turn the camera on him. Turn the camera on him.
Yeah.
He did that to you on purpose.
I know. And I trust him. So sorry, Anthony. Andy. And okay, and he got me calling you Neil. So much for good behavior, okay? That's what I'm saying. But look at the sky, everybody. That's it. Oh, listen. The sky is so beautiful this morning. It's so relaxing.
Sorry, Nicole.
So beautiful. No, you're not. But I know I will find a way to get even. Have no fear. And so we're taking this beautiful walk into Speightstown this morning. This is the last Saturday in the month of October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And as I was saying, I was dedicating these walks to family members. Today, this walk is dedicated in memory of my father and my uncle Don. Yesterday would have been my father's 86th birthday. and I still miss him tremendously. I think this is now the 5th birthday we have celebrated without him, and my love grows for him more and more each day. You realize the magnitude of someone in your life. Sadly, I mean, I always was aware of him and always enjoyed him, and you know, his opinion mattered, his thoughts, his teachings all matter. But as he's been gone these last 4 years, they have grown tremendously, and my respect and love for him has quadrupled in that time, because I understand more and more the depth of the man that he was, and the things that he believed in, and the things that he did, and his philosophy about life and all that it has to offer. So in memory of an amazing man who gave me life, I like to dedicate this walk today in memory of him, since his birthday was yesterday. Sorry if my voice sounds a little emotional, but he really is for me the perfect father in every single way. So as I was taking this drive down this morning, I was passing all these landmarks in St. Peter coming in, and it brought back so many memories. One of them is that on the Emancipation Day, my father, my aunts, uncles, both family and friends, uncles that you call uncles, and aunts you call aunts, and they're not really related to you, just out of respect. They would meet outside of Speightstown by battalions, and they would walk through the area, and they'd be telling all these stories of things that happened in their childhood, who liked who messed up who, all the mischievous things that they got into. So I was, driving through and remembering all these wonderful times. And the fact that I may have been a teenager at the time, but I took the time out to stop and walk with them and hear these stories and laugh. And I'm so glad I did that, because a number of them are now gone. And those memories now mean even more as I take these walks. Because who would have thought, 20 years later, I would be walking through Speightstown, sharing with you and remembering those good times. So this street that we're on is called Sandy Street, because when the sea is high and the waves are rolling in, or we have tons of rain, this street is covered in sand. The sand comes through. So you know that although road works are put in and things have been changed around, it's, where the earth, where the land and where the water is accustomed going, it will automatically happen. So this whole area, Speightstown, was flooded. That was Wednesday. Wednesday we had all that rain, I think. I think it was Wednesday we had all that rain. And we saw pictures of Speightstown being under flood.
Thursday. It was Thursday because Q was Thursday.
Oh yes, Thursday. It was Thursday. So yeah, so Speightstown was covered in water. It was deep, deep water. People's cars were sticking, all sorts of things. Because Speightstown is on the coastline, and all up in the hills, the water was falling heavily in Westmoreland area and the tops of the island, well, the little ridge above Speightstown. So all that water is flushing and coming down here, and the outlets, of course, because we now have so many structures. We have areas that, although they look beautiful and it's lovely to have all these things, there also should be passages for the water. Because I was making the joke in the office and everybody was laughing. I said, but that water has been coming that way since the 1500s. So it ain't care what you built. That is my outlet out. I'm coming that way. So I think when we put down structures, we have to stop and think, what is the most natural course for the water, and take that into account. If not, we're going to have more and more flooding of these situations. So recently, on this lower end of Speightstown, it's been in the news because This is now one-way street where it used to be two ways. It's now one way. And it was one way because we're accommodating all the restaurants in this area. They need it for parking for their patrons because, as you can see, there's hardly any parking, and then for deliveries. And it kicked up a lot of fuss because although the residents of this area don't mind seeing Speightstown built up, what has transpired is that it takes away from, you know, the originalness of Speightstown. So it's really, really nice that we have this new development, but I think we have to learn to kind of coexist so that the residents are comfortable too with the changes. So we're walking from the northern end and going into Speightstown. Traffic are coming, and I think I have to pick up my pace because I need some distance. I need a little distance so that because I keep hearing the second-hand conversation and stopping me from concentrating. So sorry about that, guys. I'm sure you must be picking up, hearing me and hearing several other people in the background too. Yeah. So,
Mouthy from the Southie.
yeah. Kim was talking up a storm, and she's really entertaining Patricia, but she is really talking up a storm this morning. So we have, so we're entering Speightstown from the north end, and to me, Speightstown is one of the most beautiful of our towns in the island. People like oysters because of the nightlife and all of that. Whole town is more ritzy. Bridgetown is happiness at times like Christmas and crop over festivities and, you know, back to school and whatever. But to me, Speightstown holds the quaint charm of what the original settlers saw. And although it's being modernized slowly but surely, it still has all this old charm and old history. So at this end now, wow, that's amazing. And this is why we like to do these walks. When we came through here a couple of months ago, maybe a year ago actually, this whole area was boarded up. We could not see this building.
This one?
Yes, and this school, 𝗷𝗚, is a school that they have set up for learning skill sets. And last time we came here, this was partially boarded up. So they're starting to clean and revitalize it. And I'm so pleased to see that because my father is the person who sat down and wrote the curriculum for this school and was part of the steering committee to have this school installed. So this is good to see that this is being cleaned up, and I hope that the government will start using it soon and start giving the children other opportunities, because he always felt that everybody can be a lawyer, a doctor, or engineer, but there are certain skill sets that you still need to have a country totally sustainable. And here it gives other children opportunities who are not strong in other areas, but were strong in their hands to have a discipline and to work. So kudos to the government. Whoever has made the effort to start cleaning this up, power to you, keep going. We would love to see that reopen. So we're gonna go on this little boardwalk. I like this little area. The chickens are out this morning. I'm sure we're gonna see some cats. And the views, oh people, the views are amazing. Look at that. Back towards the cement plant. Isn't that fantastic? It is so beautiful. The sky is so beautiful. Sea is calm again. And it's amazing how we can go from a stormy situation back to a calm. Something to be thought about in life in general. But I love this little boardwalk. This wasn't here. This is all new innovation by the government. Sadly, as I was saying, the sea and the water are powerful forces. On this morning, the 𝗂𝗄𝗏 pier, we can see at the end of the pier all the boards and planks that they put down in sections like blocks, almost like tiles, have been lifted up. So the end of the pier is messed up again, but that is the force of water. And they most probably will fix it and repair it, but the end of the pier is not available for usage at this time. And all along here, these restaurants, we could have walked the front side of these restaurants, but this is the back side, which they look out to the sea. And at night, they all have these lights strung around, and it's a beautiful, beautiful location. So if you ever are in this area, come down and visit the Orange Grocer and the other restaurants in this area. Fantastic service, good prices, and lovely food. And then we're gonna come to the little esplanade here at Speightstown. And this esplanade has been in place, I would think maybe from as early as the 1600s or late 1700s. One time this used to be not as fancy as it was now. It was just simple concrete benches, and this area where they have the beautiful mural, where they now do performances at crop over time, that used to have a TV in the middle because not everybody afforded TV. And so it was community area where everybody could come on evenings and watch TV. Good morning. CBC would start maybe about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and run to 11 o'clock. That was it. But everybody around here can still tell you what was their favorite show and when it came on and how much they enjoyed it. Yeah. And these 4 gentlemen walk every Saturday morning and share brotherly love. Every time we come down here, we see them. And I'm not going to try to remember names at this time. I just know that they're my brothers in Christ and that they're enjoying fellowship. Yes. Yes. Oh, you've kept up with us. So then we can go down on this Speightstown jetty. I'm hoping that this jetty has stood up. Morning. Usually once the jetties are not accessible, they will say. So this one seems to have fared better than the one down at 𝗂𝗏. Wow. So, because the views from the jetty are fantastic. If you come down to Speightstown, it's quaint. Shopping is minimal, so it's really about the drinks, the food, the atmosphere, the village feeling life that you will meet people, and to see one of our historic areas. So we're walking, taking you out on the jetty, and this one is a bit longer than the 𝗂𝗏 jetty because the fishermen come out on this one and it's set up more concrete, I find, and then it has these how to explain them, vents. Let me just flip. Okay, am I doing that right? Oh, okay. Sorry. Can't even blame this technical issue on Nick because he's so far away.
Here you can.
Ah, got it. So I want to show you how they have this jetty set up. Instead of the planks that are on the 𝗂𝗏 jetty, it has these holes and this metal railing so that when the sea is high and the waves are coming through, it has space for the water to come through and keep moving. And that's why I said it's so important for them to, when you're putting down these structures, you have to remember where water is accustomed moving. So I wanted you to see that. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I remembered. So yes. Okay. Cool. So we're back on stream. Wow, Nick. EMC moment. Sorry. I don't have my technical director anywhere near me, but I've handled that fairly smoothly. Yes, so yeah, so we're out here on this beautiful historic jetty. I can see what has happened. Yeah, the wood rails and all that have taken a beating, but more or less it has stood up. And I'm gonna take you to a spot where they have this iconic view of Speightstown. So isn't this beautiful? The sea is really clear, but look at that. That's the iconic view of Speightstown with St. Peter's Parish Church in the background, the jetty, the old fish market, and Fisherman's Pub. And actually there are photographs or paintings, I should say, of this area in the 1700s, and you can see that Fisherman Pub and that structure was there. The market has been there since then. Those two things have not moved. Other buildings have been put in and placed, and the church. Those three buildings have remained as they have always been in the land, in the settlement of Speightstown. But this is a beautiful, beautiful view. I hope everybody is enjoying the walk. I do miss your comments. I miss seeing you. But I'm going to give you a lovely view, of, look at that. Beautiful water, clear, comfortable, enjoyable. Oh, okay. Okay.
You were just talking, I couldn't.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much to everybody who just sent their love on Dad. And if my voice sounds a little wavery, thank you for understanding. I think the greatest gift in life is to be a parent. And and it's really not the easiest job. It comes with no manual, as we all know who are parents. You do things with the knowledge that you have at the time and hope that your children get it and they understand. And I know that my father did that for me, and I have done that for my sons. And they get it, they get it, they get it. A little later, everything that you think that you're saying and they haven't heard, or they're not acknowledging it, or they're going, oh, Mom, again. One morning, I had that beautiful experience a couple of months ago. My son sent me a TikTok video talking about all the attributes that I am and the love I give and all of that. And I'm not ashamed to say I sat down and cried, because it meant that everything that I had poured into him, he got it. He got it. So, and that's the greatest testimony. I am now waiting for the grandchildren. Not just yet, fellas, if you're watching this morning. Not just yet. Granny, I am too sexy yet to be a granny. I need a little bit more me time before I become a granny. And just so you can see. Can you imagine this person being a granny yet? No, not yet. Okay? So another 5 years or so, they'll be able to, because I'm one of those grannies that believe in love and give back. I'm not raising your children. You have to raise your children. My job is to spoil and indulge. That's it. So yes, this granny needs to
You're still on you.
yes, no. I'm still on me, because you know how it is. I haven't quite kept track of Nick's camera time on Friday, so I need to make sure that I make up for mine so that I'm always ahead of him. So good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you on. Okay, so Nick will say I deserve that.
Oh no.
Yeah, but don't worry, you got a beautiful view of the sky. So we're back to these four ladies. They're trying to overthrow the government, but I don't think it's gonna work. I'm being wicked. So we're back on this beautiful boardwalk. Yes, sweetheart. Huh? Nobody, and that's the problem. I did not have the coffee. Nicholas has disappeared.
Yes,
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. No Nicholas Dean this morning on a walk. This is amazing. Wow. So, right. So as I said, we are now walking off the pier, and we're gonna walk by the famous Fisherman's Pub with its fish cutters and food and drinks and everything. It's just lovely. And you see how these waves are coming in? I think we're under advisory this morning. I think we have a swell advisory that they're saying that the boats should come off. So it should be, you know, in dry land or things like that, because it seems that we have some heavy waves that might be coming in today. Swells, sorry, yes, that's the correct word. Swells coming in. So they had to put up an advisory last night. I find that I'm getting a little desensitized from the advisories because they come so fast and frequent that, you know, it's not easy. You think sometimes, oh, tutus, flash flood warning, this going on, next going on. And then sometimes it fizzles out and it's nothing. So I suppose they're staying on the side of being cautious so that we will be always on our guard. But sometimes I believe it becomes too much. So this is interesting because we're a couple of days away from November 1st, which starts our month of independence, and already Speightstown is being dressed with the Barbados flag. I think that's so beautiful. And again, this body of water, which they have allowed, which is the stream that comes and exits into Speightstown, the bay. You can see there the sand build up. And sometimes this sand built up is so heavy that they have to dredge this so that this water can flow continuously. And if we have a heavy rain with everything that coming down, sadly, the garbage that people will not put away properly or do things in a proper manner, that garbage also comes down and it blocks the entryway. So here you can see that they have a little beach, and sometimes this is here, and then different times of the year this entire beach is gone. But this is the outlet for this water right out into Speightstown's Bay.
Ray has mentioned the cake shop like 10 times.
The cake shop? Where is the cake shop, Ray? Further up, I think it might be further up the road. Could be. Oh, the bakery. Oh, that we didn't pass the bakery. The bakery, let me turn back just for Ray. The bakery, if you can see that orange building, that's where the bakery is. And the bakery won't be open to maybe 8 or 8:30 this morning. So sorry, Ray, we won't be here when the bakery opens, because I must say I love that bakery too. So here's the famous Fisherman's Pub. Been here since 1936. The pub has been here since 1936. I get that in. Yeah. But this building has been here years later. Huh. So right outside of the Fisherman's Pub, there's this thing called Read Around the Town, done by the National Library. St. Peter's Parish, a place of romantic ruins, green fields, and warm blue skies. St. Peter lies to the north of Barbados. It was one of the 6 original parishes created by Governor Turfton in 1629-1630. So that's how long Speightstown has been here, or the parish of St. Peter, I should say. The town of Speightstown, located on the western coast of the parish, is the 2nd oldest town on the island and is depicted on Swan's map of 1640 as Spike's Bay. And Spike's Bay is Spy Bay. It's spelled S-P-Y-K-E-S-E, Spy's Bay. Maybe it was the perfect place for anybody coming in to do craziness. So, did you know that the parish of St. Peter was once known as St. Peter's All Saints? The reason for this dedication was the use of the All Saints Chapel as the parish church for a period of at least 10 years. Oh, I didn't know that. I learned something new today. In 1629-30, St. Thomas was placed between St. James and St. Peter on the west coast. So then the original Speightstown was located in St. Thomas. So you learn something new every day. And I like how they're putting these little historical things around. I keep telling you, that's what Speightstown is all about. And on the other side is a history, let me drop my hand, of route things. So though these little advertising cards, advertising billboards are here so that you can get an idea. And this one says, a history of Speightstown. Speightstown, Barbados' second town, lies 12 miles north of Bridgetown. It is an old merchant settlement and port. It was named in honor of William Speight, a wealthy merchant, landowner, and member of Governor Hawley's first parliament in 1639. The exact date and founding of Speightstown is unknown. However, the settlement appears on Swan's map of 1640 as Spike's Bay. Speightstown has been called by various names: Speightstown, Speightstown, and Little Bristol, so named because of the great volume of trade between Speightstown and Bristol, England. Did you know the coastal settlement of Speightstown is one of 3 prehistoric sites in St. Peter? The other are 𝐻𝗄𝗏 and Pico Tenerife. According to place names of Barbados, Spite would have rhythm with 8 and pronounced spate, but the very strong Scottish brogue induced later Barbadians to pronounce it Speightstown as it is today. Arlington House, located in Speightstown, is an example of a Charleston single house. The Charleston connection is linked to the migration of families from Barbados to South Carolina and the settlement of Charleston. The book, Historic Houses of Barbados, page 126, notes that Barbados served as a post office for the Carolinas before the American War of Independence, and shares close link with Charleston from 1670 until about 1750. So like I was saying to you earlier, Speightstown is somewhere where you need to come and see these 2 beautiful people as well. And this is why the sky is more important, because here he comes. We've been so peaceful.
I saw messages come across my screen saying they're missing handsomeness, so I came quickly, as quick as possible.
So, like I said to you, Speightstown. So this is a picture that I have of Speightstown in the 1930s, okay? And this building right here, that building is what we're standing in front of, is the pub. And this one down here is the Fisher's Market. And you see how big the area is between the jetty. The other buildings have changed. But isn't this a magnificent? This is Speightstown in 1930. I have this photograph too in my old Barbados collection. So on we go. So this building, wow, used to be so vibrant. The Cost of Maintenance used to be in here, and they had other department stores, and now it's just sitting again. You know, I think that buildings like this could be renovated into apartments, and this would bring life into the area. Because some people everybody don't want to be in the tourist belt. Some people want to be in settings that are relaxing, and they could do that here. This used to be Bata years ago, now another shoe shop. It was H&M boutique, it was 𝐾𝐨 at one stage. As we go up the road. Isn't this beautiful? Speightstown. Oh my gosh, ladies, look at the outfits. Have to come back here. I know, look at that. And so we even bring you fashion on the EMC at this time of morning. But look at these lovely, lovely. Ooh, that is so beautiful. That dress is lovely. And that's different. You know? Wear something that reflects Caribbean, and these white cottons are always so beautiful. And I always love that kind of material, because if you don't press it, it's good to go too. It still looks lovely in its simplicity, being ruffled. So 21st Caribbean. Here used to be the old Noel Roach Pharmacy, and I remember as a child Dad coming here and picking up medicine for us. And sadly this building is in a serious state of disrepair. But I want you to see right at the top, those 3 windows would indicate that this was also a merchant's house, a person dealing with bringing in shipments, and they from those lookouts could tell what ships were coming in. Okay, I'm trying not for you to see the sky again, but it's gonna happen. It's one of those mornings, but the sky is so beautiful. So those windows up there, they would have people looking out, and they could see anything that was coming in on the bay, and they could say, well, this ship is coming in, you know, it's, you know, you have to run down and set up or whatever. Sorry, I don't have all the lingo. I wasn't there in the 1600s, but I could check with Nick. Nick was there, so he'll be able to tell us how it was done. This pink building was the old Nazarene church. They've now moved to another location. On the side, another shopping mall with, you know, the local shops here, which is Courts, which is also the Caribbean. Ice cream store is here, Nick. So even if you don't get bread, you get ice cream store. Good morning. And but Speightstown is such a beautiful little town. Sadly, whatever store was here is gone, and it's not, you know, I think it needs more traffic, persons coming here, local and company. Yes, I understand this is a really nice restaurant too, and I love that they are repairing and completing the old brick face. Let me cross, so that you get a better idea. Good morning. 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 Yeah. So they are chipping away and using the original brick to showcase the beauty of the building. And you have to understand what would happen is that Barbados was a transshipment point for slaves. And what would happen would be that they would bring these bricks down as the weight to keep the ship balanced. And in exchange, they were taking human bodies back to the States and North Carolina and different places. So this is how this brick got here. This brick would have come someplace. Sometimes it came out of England and came on those ships. The States came on the ships to come to Barbados because Barbados was a transshipment point. Slaves were moved from Africa to Barbados because of our location, and then moved from Barbados to other parts of the world. So sadly, I mean, as beautiful it is, that is the sad story of why it's here. And this building now that has been under restoration for the longest time, thank you, I'm glad to see it. My grandparents lived in this building at those top windows at the top. The house was up there on the first and the second floor. Let me tilt slightly because you might see, yeah. So those top windows on the second floor are where my grandparents lived, where my father, my aunts and uncles lived. My grandmother was the telephone operator for Speightstown because you did not have the relay system that is in place now. And so she had a room downstairs on the ground floor because they would have like little merchants that help selling vegetables in different areas. And I believe where this green paling is, if my memory serves me correct, was where the telephone operator would have been. And she used to operate the telephone. And so you would call to the telephone operator, and she had everybody's number in the area on a switchboard with these big, huge plugs. And she would push in and pull out. So it's lovely to see a location where they lived is now being restored. And I hope that when it's finished restored, I'm going to make it a point of, I'm hoping that it will be an establishment that you could go in and I will be able to go in and see it again. Just as we read the history a couple of minutes ago, Arlington House is right ahead of us. And this is an interactive museum. and it has all kinds of details and yeah, it's an interactive museum, and it talks about the slave trade, it talks about the merchants, and it gives you stories, and it shows you the migration of Barbadians to North Carolina. And so it's lovely to see this completely restored. I've yet to go in, but my next vacation will be all here. So here are the times and dates of Arlington House Museum. Monday to Friday, 9 to 4, Saturdays 9 to 3. It's $30 for adults, $15 for children, and it's under the auspices of the Barbados National Trust. Good morning. This beautiful building, Archers Hall, suffered a fire about 2 years ago, and now it's back fully restored, totally beautiful. Wow. And let's cross the road. So Speightstown is slowly waking up. Dollar Wise is down here. Same thing like your dollar stores or Dollar Tree. That's the equivalent. Correct. Economical $3 store. I love that. And then we come to Jordan's. Oh, where's everybody? Okay.
Chit-chatting.
All right. So we'll catch up with everybody because I have one landmark to get to, and then I will sign off. Haha, don't go anywhere yet. You know how it goes. So this is Jordan's supermarket, and now we are on Church Street, St. Peter, going south. As we walk out, there's malls, another childhood memory of this pink building, this reddish building with Pizza Man dog. That used to be Burger Bee for me. So they used to do fantastic ice cream and hamburgers. It was just a local guy here in this area in Speightstown. So you imagine we used to leave Warren's. My dad would always be taking us on a Sunday evening drive, and he would find a way to end up here so we could have Burger Bee ice cream. And it used to be beautiful, soft serving ice cream. Lovely, lovely. And so we're walking through what is the bottom of Church Street, and this now becomes more residential. We're walking out of Speightstown. We're coming up on the Alexandra School. I could almost hear my son Nicholas correcting me. He went here. Actually, the other day, Thursday, the whole schoolyard was flooded. And I sent him a picture because he now lives in Canada. And he says to me, "Mommy, nothing has changed." Because every time of this year when the rain got heavy, there would be tons of flooding. And he would either get wet trying to get to school or try to leave. Sometimes I could come down, or sometimes he would just have to take the school bus, and I meet him at a certain point. At the time he was here, Jeff Brooms was the headmaster, and it was embroiled in a little controversy. The teaching staff walked out, and Mr. Broom and the prefects kept the school quiet. You would not think that 800 children were on this compound. No incidents during that time. So, lovely Alexandra School. It helped me nurture a young man into the man he is today. I always thank people, thank the schools and teachers, because being a teacher is a thankless job. You have to do it out of love. 30 plus children in the classroom every day, guiding, directing, dealing with things that sometimes their parents see or don't see. So kudos to teachers. So we started this walk with 6 other people, my math's right. Could
don't
be.
know.
Yeah.
Too early to.
6, 7, 7 people. And Jeanette and I are moseying along.
Aren't they going the wrong way?
Which way? You think they've gone the other direction?
No, this car. I thought this was the wrong way. Or it didn't start.
I know. I think they stopped.
Oh.
I think they changed this. This was back two way. Yeah, because they had made this whole street one way, and the residents were kicking up. So I think they had to break it down in parts.
Okay, there's no sign that tells you that though.
No, none. So now they broke it back, and I think this is now two way again. Yeah. Alright, so here is the lovely Schooner Bay, and this is private residences only. And I have 2 more spots to get you to. This is one of 2, because I always like to start, I like to end where I start. Oh, they are coming. I'm just moving really fast. This is the product of a year's walk. A year ago, we were in Speightstown. I had asked Nick that we could come down here because it was just around my dad's birthday. And Mary and I did majority of the talking on the blog.
Yep.
And that, I think, Nick held the camera, but we did the majority of talking. Because I wanted to get to this location. This is where my father was born. And to just know that this is 86 years later, this building is still standing. I would love to find out who owns this, if I could purchase it, restore it, I don't know. But this holds so much sentiment and dear, because on October 27th, 1937, my father was born in these walls. And, you know, to the midwife who delivered him, amen, to my grandparents who had lost a child previous to my father's birth. She had lost a child, and she went again. I think that child was born in October too, and then died in March. But then she got pregnant again shortly thereafter and had my father. And he was born in these walls. So 86 years later, this building is still standing. And I wanted to show you his birthplace. And I am so grateful. That's how I feel this morning. I'm so full of gratitude to know that the man Roger Marville lived and he created me. So look at that. And it's really in its original state. This house has not been changed. The jealousy windows, the shed roof at the back, the hip roof, the doors, everything, is just, sorry. Let's move on, because before I start crying in front of 45 people, but this walk is a memory of him today, and it's nice to know that this building still exists, that I could come and see it. Hopefully, next time my children are home, I will bring them here so that they will know it, so that in turn they will show my children. Yes, and I intend to make it to 100 years old and meet the Governor General, meet the President, because we don't have a Governor General. Thank you, 𝗁𝗁, for that lovely sentiment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where are the 2 of these going?
We were just walking. You were going, just following you.
Okay.
We got lost.
You're ignoring us.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Mary wants to go to where she
Oh,
wants to.
cool, because I was just telling them, Mary, that a year ago, you and I did this walk. Yeah, when Nick, he was holding the gimbal, but you and I did the talking. So I was showing them where Dad was born.
That was the mirror day, by the way. That day we all brought up mirrors.
Oh, yes.
That still?
Okay, yes. We brought up mirrors and I kind of shown them on you.
Yeah, well, you all were trying to give me more views of myself, which was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Quite enjoyed that. I miss you all's
Dear
mirrors, by
Lord.
the way.
And it turned out that we discovered that Mary was renting from my great uncle at the time, which was like totally amazing. 6 degrees of separation. But it was the first time that Nick just held the gimbal and did not talk.
When was that? I don't remember ever holding a gimbal and not talking.
And this is the church of the gentleman that we met.
on the beach.
Oh,
I
yeah?
asked them. I said,
Oh.
"Is this your church?" And they said, "Yes."
Oh yes, yes, that was just right there. And which one is it, Mary? Is
The pink one.
the pink one? Yes.
Yeah, that
The
was mine.
pink home was where Mary used to live.
And Miss Barb used to live next door.
And that belonged to my great uncle at the time. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know who it belongs to now. Nick, we want to go down to the beach. Is there an avenue down here? Right here? Right through here?
I don't know. I'm looking. It says it's
It used to be.
We used to go, but
Yeah.
we used to come out and go here. Probably. It was here to rinse off my Mary, you lived up there? Yeah, that was my house.
So you could go through here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Good day, okay?
Oh, they left? The couple went, Nick?
Right? Yeah, straight down.
No, the couple gone?
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, the bathroom is right.
Oh, okay. All right, so thank you, Anthony and Jeanette, for walking with us. I know that this is a lot.
Adam and Patricia.
Oh, is his name? Sorry, it's Andy.
Andy.
And Patricia. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so sorry. Anthony and Patricia.
See, with that gimbal,
And I
that's-
blame that all on Nick. That's all Nick's
a
fault.
gimbal.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he did that to you.
Yes, yes, definitely. And so we are going through here.
Remind me, I want to remind you to tell me when Nicole finally tells the truth about something, so I will know.
Okay.
Oh, so there's a little path down here. And this is lovely because, you know, the residents in this area they're accustomed coming and walking to the beach. So it's nice when persons build that they take all that account and leave a pathway. Because when we come, you know, when you come to an area, you need to coexist with your neighbors. And see, this is an outlet to the sea. Another area where there's water right alongside me at Canal. Doesn't smell the most pleasant. Isn't the nicest color. So I'll keep you on the straight view towards the sea. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this little historic walk through Speightstown. Nick is encouraging me to swim in this area if the sea is too rough. You imagine? Tell me, what should I do with Nicholas Dean? Send your comments. We will follow them. Yes, people, Jeanette will be reading your comments, and whatever you think is the best, watch there because it's sinking sand. We will do what you say. But wow, we are back on the beach. I always like to start where I am, near the water. It's soothing, it's relaxing, de-stresses you, and people will travel all over the world. But when you have gone through, you know, if you had surgery or you having challenges, coming to the beach and either sitting by the beach and looking at the waves or relaxing, or getting in the water relaxes you. And you know, all of that helps in life because it can be just about work. It's sometimes we have to stop and just enjoy. So I hope you enjoy these beautiful views. I hope you enjoy this morning walking through Speightstown, indulging me this morning in remembering a loved one that I hold so dear. And I am so grateful to the Heavenly Father for creating my dad and the love that he gave not just me, my sisters, my mother, my children, my nephews, and everybody. We have family chats, and when I posted yesterday and said today's dad's birthday, I know he's up in heaven having everybody over that has already crossed, that he is having playing dominoes and pouring drinks and frying fish cakes. Everybody had a cherished memory. Our beloved sister played one of his favorite songs, and that is testimony to the man that although gone, not forgotten, and that while he was here, he brought so much love and cheer to so many people that they wanted to remember him. So from the beautiful views of Speightstown, as this water laps on my feet, the relaxing joy of having even Nicholas Dean here. and to the beautiful Spice Girls, to Kim and Cheryl and Carolyn and Mary. Wave off. Yeah, I'm signing off. It doesn't feel like that, but we've been talking. I have been talking for an hour.
Too much, too much.
See how he ran from there? And to the co-star, not co-star, to the star that walks with me, the star who walked with me this morning and showed me your lovely comments and your kindness and your care. Thanks, Jeanette, for that backup. And last but not least, you know, I have to get my camera time with everybody in the background. See all the love? And the girls are in their Spice shirts, and we're just like having a good time this morning. Of course, we're gonna go in the sea, and I'm gonna make sure that we go back on so you see. As long as it's nice and crystal clear and not too rough, because we do have a swell advisory up, so I won't be taking any unnecessary chances. That doesn't make sense. But guys, to wherever you are in this world, enjoy life. Take the challenges. A year ago, I was doing this walk for health reasons. Now I'm here holding the gimbal, and because of it, the walking, the exercising, my breathing is better, I've lost weight, having a time of my life, enjoying your love and your company. So I think, have I hogged enough camera time, you think? Or should I give you a bit more? And to those people who enjoyed my laughter and my smile, I thank you. I thank you. Because it took me a long time to appreciate my laughter and my smile. I always think my smile is too wide and whatever, but I've come to learn that I'm uniquely Nicole and I can't be anybody else but me, which is truly what I love. So, to all our loved ones who have passed from breast cancer or any type of cancer, may God continue to grant them eternal rest. To the joy and love of friends new that we've met along the way, and to this great life that is worth so much and so worth living. Have a wonderful, wonderful day from the beautiful island of Barbados. I will see you next week. Bye. And I give you 10 minutes of this beautiful area.
You can't be sitting on that, Nicole. You can't be sitting on that,